This is Red Carpet Fly's News on the Fly, bringing you daily unique and interesting entertainment, celebrity, and luxury news for January 10th. Before we get started, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to Red Carpet Fly and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single News on the Fly episode. Okay, now that's out the way, let's get into these headlines. Nia Long recalls horrible 90s blind date with Chris Rock. Says he's the only guy to ever give her a fake number. So according to the Jasmine brand, Nia Long spoke on some of the crazy things men have previously done to get her attention in a TV One Uncensored interview. Long stated, "Dude sending flowers and diamonds. My doorbell rings at 4 o'clock in the morning, and there's this beautiful box of diamond rings that were brought in on a private jet and delivered in the middle of the night. All of that was very overwhelming for me." Nia Long continued dishing on her love life and shared that in the 90s, she went on a blind date with comedian actor Chris Rock. However, things didn't go quite as planned. "I remember Chris Rock and I were set up on a blind date. He was on Saturday Night Live. He picked me up, we went out, we hated each other. I was like, this dude's not even that effing funny," she said. "And he's the only dude who ever gave me a false number." This isn't the first time that Long has addressed the short-lived romantic dating period with Chris Rock. The pair of friends appeared on The Wendy Williams Show in 2009 and touched on their interesting date. Rock confirmed that he did indeed give Long the wrong number and revealed that he did so on purpose. He said, "Yes, I did it on purpose. She was kind of obnoxious." He added that what turned him off was Long's response when he asked if she was seeing anyone. "So at some point in the day, I go, 'Are you seeing anybody?' And she says no, but I know where I need to go to get some D if I need it." This is a hilarious story. Have you ever given someone a fake number? I haven't ever given any guys any fake numbers because they've kind of picked up on that little trick and they will call you right away when you give them your number, so they'll know if it's fake. Also, this story just shows how small Black Hollywood is. I feel like everybody knows everybody one way or another. What has been the craziest thing you've done to blow off a romantic interest? I'm a heavy phone screener. I barely pick up my phone for family. The best way to reach me is text message or email. Other than that, you're not going to reach me. Let me know in the comments some of your stories. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. Gal Gadot's Cleopatra will be sexy and smart in new biopic. Gal Gadot has been tapped to play the iconic Egyptian queen Cleopatra in the new biopic. The Israeli actress and model teased her upcoming biopic about the ancient pharaoh. In a New York Post article, she stated, "I can't reveal a lot, but what I can tell you is that we're going to celebrate the Cleopatra story." Gadot revealed to InStyle in its February 2020 issue. "We're going to show you not just how sexy and appealing she was, but also how strategic and smart, and how much impact she had and still has on the world we're living in today." The Wonder Woman actress continued. When Gadot's role was announced in October 2020, backlash erupted over fear she'd be whitewashing the character. Critics believe that an Arab or African actress should play the role of Cleopatra. So, this is a timeless fight. I feel like this issue was raised even when Liz Taylor played Cleopatra, and I wasn't even born then, and I still heard about it. I don't have an issue with Gal Gadot playing this role because if you know the history of Egypt or Eritrea or Ethiopia or any of those North African countries, especially Egypt and Ethiopia, there have been several wars by different European and Arab countries, and because of that, there's a lot of mixture within the Egyptian ethnicity. I wasn't alive during Cleopatra's reign, so she could have very well looked like Gal Gadot. However, what I do have a problem with is that Hollywood never seems to select or choose a woman that is darker. It is possible that Cleopatra could have looked like Iman. Does Cleopatra always have to be played by someone who's fair and has European features? Always? I would like to see different versions of Cleopatra, some light, some dark, since we don't know how she actually looks. I'll give you that Cleopatra may not have even had very African features or characteristics, but I bet you she probably did have some brown tint to her skin. This would be a great moment for Hollywood to choose an unknown Ethiopian, Sudanese actress. I just get tired of the same narrative being pushed by Hollywood in these movies. You mean to tell me that Cleopatra doesn't look anything African? But yeah, she's in an African country. Okay, make it make sense. This just furthers the stereotype that European features in women are more beautiful than Black features in Black women. And we know that ain't right because so many women, black, white, not black, I meant to say white or whatever, try to emulate the features of black women, from big butts, full hips, thick thighs, thick lips. But I'm not going to get into that right now because that's for another podcast. But I'm just saying. YouTuber accused of intentionally crashing his plane for views. The former Olympian abandoned the plane mid-air with a selfie stick and camera. People these days will do anything to become Insta famous or YouTube famous. According to Luxury Launches, a former Olympian snowboarder, Trevor Jacob, posted a YouTube video that shows him surviving a plane crash with all the correct angles and neat coverage, etc. The video is entitled, "I Crashed My Plane." And it starts on a very sentimental note as Trevor heads a 1940 Taylor craft to Mammoth Lake, California, to paraglide, snowboard, and spread the ashes of Johnny Strange, his late best friend. Trevor talks some more and shows his friend's ashes again, and soon after, the aircraft's engine cuts out. He looks confused and is even seen contemplating whether he should jump or not. Yes, he jumped, with the selfie stick in hand. After landing safely, he hiked to the crash site and got help. The article continues that what seems suspicious is that he's wearing a skydiving harness, which he claims he always wears one, but in a lot of his videos, he doesn't wear one. After Jacob landed, he said, "Where the hell was I going to land a freaking plane? I'm gonna die. That's why I always wear a freaking parachute," justifying his actions to his viewers. Independent shared Robert Perry, a flight instructor based out of the nearby Santa Ynez Airport's comments. "It's all very suspicious. If a plane is out of maintenance, that's the most dangerous time to fly." He also noted other red flags that make the video look staged, like wearing a stuffy parachute in a small plane. Perry also didn't fathom Jacob's decision to jump ship for lack of no safe place, when footage depicts a large, flat expanse not far in the distance. From the looks of it, he could have guided the plane 15 or 20 more miles and landed it on a more level ground, Perry said. The FAA is investigating the incident. You know, I understand and even appreciate shock value. I really do, but this is a bit much. I think when people do this, they should get a ticket or fine. Wildlife, the environment, or somebody could have gotten hurt for views. He could have gotten seriously hurt himself. What if the parachute malfunctioned? You know, I see content all over social media outlets where people are trying to get attention, and you know what? They get the attention and gratification they're seeking because they get the views. We click on every absurd thing that is posted and they rack up the numbers, and other social media content creators see this, and that's how you get someone jumping out of an airplane filming themselves for the gram. If we don't want to see this type of behavior, we gotta stop looking at this crazy stuff and giving these people the views. What has been the craziest thing you've done to drum up some followers on social media? Followers or likes on social media? I think the only thing I've ever done was post thirst trap pics. They are safe and effective. Just don't friend a coworker or your boss. Let me know in the comments what you have done to get attention on social media. I know I'm not the only one out here that tries to get a few extra likes. Well, that's it for Red Carpet Fly's News on the Fly for January 10th. Please like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Red Carpet Fly, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Red Carpet Fly, and tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbor about us. And until tomorrow, always stay fly.